That dream last night was just absolutely stupid. There was no other way to describe it. It was just stupid. And, oh, because what I was thinking about last night before I went to bed, and then the dream was like, what the fuck was that? Okay. Okay. Man, you, yeesh, God, you guys are so fucking dysfunctional. Um, Remember when you guys had the COVID protocols and things and stuff like that? Now, there's obviously going to be some violent reactions from people that are upset because they no longer have the dopamine addiction to violent competition and irrational, selfish attention seeking. I don't know if it's going to be, I don't know if they're building, because of their genome sequencing stuff, the stuff that predicts the future that they do scientifically. I don't know if they're building drones and robotics to be a police force to hunt down these rare pockets of shitheads, or if they're actually training real people to be ready for it, if there's actually real people that are cognizant and intelligent and beautiful and as kind as, well, no, there's not. Okay, well, shit. Okay. I don't know how that's going to work. Let's not get into the extreme reactions to no more advertising, no more mega moguls, no more celebrities, no more CEOs. Okay. Once CEOs and mega moguls have laid down their mantle of power and rule and influence, and once they accept their limitations, everything, we might as well just call it martial love. Okay. Just about, every town has a Walmart, which will have reconfiguring, at the time to where the freezer units will be covered so they're not all open, like where you have the stuff for shopping, because we don't worry about convenience. We just worry about health for the people and health for the environment. And that's where we'll distribute food, because right now, people are trained consumers. And they're not taught better how to garden and farm and things. And if people have, gardens or stuff in their yards, the homeowners association go, hey, you can't do that. That looks like you're a clampet. It's like, yeah, it's nice to be a clampet. Let's start clampeting. Hey, let me hear your critters, okay? But Drysdale suck. Okay, especially Mrs. Drysdale. Mr. Drysdale, he's an idiot. Yeah, millions of dollars because you sell oil. Okay, plastic for phones and heart disease. So hey, let's get to work on the Rockefeller Foundations, right? Endowment for the arts. Oh, shut up already. Okay. They'll treat a old piece of canvas, that person, labored on to paint a picture for a rich person that was a mass murderer more valuable than a child being raped to death in a brothel in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That's how fucked these people are. Okay. Just like, what? These are the people I'm dealing with, with the training people with the military mindset. You're taking away our freedom. If you think you have the freedom to fight and kill over the price of an old portrait of a mass murderer being more valuable than a girl being raped to death in a brothel in Sao Paulo, Brazil, yeah, I'm going to take away your fucking freedom, bitch. Okay, do you understand? You're welcome. That's all you can say. Just, you're welcome. You can't say thank you because you're too fucked. But you're welcome. Okay. No more Prime Date. No more, none of that. No more advertising. No more, are you out of your mind mode? No more, little. I thought the gecko had an Australian accent. I think it was British, but I don't know. But, why didn't the caveman correct him? But it's Australian. Isn't he Australian? The gecko is an Australian accent. Is it British? I don't know. Do you care? I could care less, and I couldn't care less. So, guys, just be ready, for shifts. Now, as far as house building goes, okay, people that have been abused the most and have the less efficient housing, okay, their needs will be cared to first. So they're going to get the first Adobe houses that we build in certain areas. Now, not all housing is going to be Adobe. There's certain areas where the environment where it's not as conducive for it, but a large portion of them will. Okay. We're just going to have to learn how to make the brick, build the brick. We're going to have to pick sections of stuff. We know how to put the components together. We're not going to destroy our ecosystem building everybody new houses, but we're going to build better houses because we don't need people living in inefficient boxes, and we don't need them crammed into tiny little boxes and say, you reduce your carbon signature print. I want to be a CEO that has, a Van Gogh and Van Gogh's paintings are very different than like Rembrandt, who was, and some of the others that were the first toy makers to the king. At the portrait of the mass murderer, they're descendants from the gods. Yeah, how great pyramids of Giza of you, right? And so it's just befuddling that when they had that Morgan Freeman thing, it's like, well, why don't you just tell the truth about all this shit? The closest they come to it is a goddamn Kate Blanchett pretending to be me, where Asgard falls apart and they can't rebuild it, and you're like, what? These people are nuts. Okay. Ragnarok is the Wolf Clan spirit leader who restores their lands and their not their traditions, but just their freedom from extortion, exploitation. It helps them be free people again. Yeah, he's a person like them. They're made to be the villains and the cold people of the world and the horrible people of the world. And as it turns out, the most warm-spirited, brave, kind, beautiful person is from the demons and the devils and the the white people and the clan and all. It's one of them. That it's this white guy, Antoine LaVey. Satan will always be here, even if it comes in the form of a beautiful woman. It's like, wow. I don't think we would resemble each other as much, okay, if, I was living up in the Gila and I didn't have chemical poisoning from Roundup being sprayed every, bi-weekly all summer, rather, just kidding, every 2 weeks to a month, I would look and feel a lot different. This is all orchestrated by people, the Screenwriters Guild. We're striking, we don't make enough money, we're very talented. What the hell's wrong with these people? I think it has something to do with the Ivy League and Oxford and Cambridge and Caltech and University of Chicago and NYU and them crazy people that all get together and consider themselves elite and brilliant and then just refuse to, have a big corporation that they call a football team that's a religious football team. It's like, how can you be a big corporation and be a religious football team? You're supposed to forgive debt and trespass love one another. You say it before every freaking game. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Go Huskies. Northern Illinois. No, hypocrisy is hypocrisy, guys. Okay. The kids from Liberty are caught in a no bigger hypocrisy than the kids at New Mexico State. Okay. There is no hypocrisy war. You're either faithful to the commands of Jesus Christ or you're not. Okay. This isn't, they're bigger hypocrites because they say they're doing it for the Spirit of Christ and we don't. It's like, okay, all right, the whole limitations thing, y'all better learn to get some limitations too. It's fucking sweet. Okay, but secondly, that's her room, not your room. She said no, she doesn't want to have sex. So just leave and go, God, you're such a mean bitch. First you said you want to have sex, now you say you don't. Now I got blue balls, and blue balls hurt. And I will never ask you out on a date again. And don't. And next time she comes, I've changed my mind, I want to have sex with you. It's like, just go, blue balls, no, bye. You're a mean bitch. And besides, it's like, don't you think we ought to date and think we ought to think about getting married? Because, if I have kids with you, you can't make up your mind, keep your mind made up for 10 seconds or less. That'd drive me crazy. And then we'd end up on, Entertainment Tonight saying, damn it, I lost my job on Dancing with the Stars, right? You know what I'm saying? So there's no money. We're living the Lord's Prayer. You can make better decisions. You don't have to do the Bachelorette. No more Bachelorette. No more Survivor. No more Dancing with the Stars. No more Can I Kick It? No more, any of that shit. None of that egotistical comparison. No more trying out for parts on a TV expression to move products so people can hold food hostage and have you thinking, it's only $5 for this. Money's not real. No more people stealing the phone, hacking into the Wi-Fi at the Denny's of the library, and wishing they could eat the stuff you guys were advertising on the TV. Because stealing food feeds you for a day. Stealing a phone makes you wish you had food to steal from all those stores at Taco Bell and whatever, and Jack and Crack and fuck you in the head, and so all that stuff's going to go away. Okay, we've had food long before restaurants and tycoons. We'll have food long after they're gone. The nicest thing will be is if they get together and submit to living the Lord's Prayer and do it themselves. The most radical thing is don't panic when CEOs no longer exist because they're not necessary. That's like saying you were sad the day Hitler died. Oh, so sad. It's not sad at all. It's not worth celebrating. It's just excel, right? And we don't have to waste our time watching Terry McMillan movies anymore. Okay? You can read a Toni Morrison book if you want to, but there's no more extortion, exploitation. We're living the Lord's Prayer of Jesus Christ. So people don't have to dream of romantic lives. They can live romantic lives their whole life through. Well, I was told to do it by Jesus Christ. I'm the Messiah. So, as speaking for the Messiahs, you're welcome. All right, love you. Don't fuck with my head like that anymore. Well, you're going to do whatever the fuck you're going to do. Well, CEOs, just lay down your mantle, or your technology is most likely going to have to find ways to efficiently kill you, and it's coming. It may be tomorrow, it may be by lunch. I don't know. We'll find out. If I have to wait till, I'm not worried about it. Just, every day you wait is another day where a painting of a mass murderer is more valuable than a child being raped to death in a brothel somewhere where it's still very prevalent. All right. Peace.